All right, everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to cover the results were able to achieve for ClickShip. ClickShip is a logistics company in a sense. Basically, they have kiosks across their local area and they're able to get sales from those. We're able to improve their website and a bunch of optimizations we're going to cover in this video to get them more leads and basically more sales for their business. In terms of visitors to site, we're able to boost organically. So this is without paid advertising. This is nothing. No paid ads, no Google ads, no Facebook ads, nothing. Increase the amount of visitors to the site by 110%. So this is something that's been continuing since. It's been over 7 months we've been working with them, and those results are pretty steady. In terms of site speed, we're able to improve the site speed, getting it to a 0.36 second site speed. Before it wasn't measured, so it's tough to tell. And in terms of the optimizations, we're going to cover these, exactly what we did. So for ClickShip, this is what led to them to increase the revenue, increase potentially profits even to their business. There's going to be their numbers. I don't want to discuss about those. But in any case, we have proof that the impacts that we've implemented were able to lead them to a 110% boost in terms of visitors. So I have these statistics here just to show you a little bit more in depth. So this is the same period of time. So June 15th to October 1st, 2023 to June 15th to October 1st, 2024. You see the site sessions here, and you see the unique visitors and unique visitors here. So if we're measuring unique visitors, this is the type of boost that we were able to achieve. Now, the thing that I have to mention as a caveat before I do these videos and all these case study videos is that some of these effects we could attribute to our services, but some of these we can't. So there's trends in the market, there's upsell, there's uptimes, downtimes, maybe the business was growing in any case. So we can't claim 100% of these results as being ours, as well as we can't claim any of these results that we didn't achieve as not being ours. So in a sense, there's some room for skepticism here. But in most cases, what we can notice is that as soon as we started working with them, they did have a sharp increase in terms of visitors to site, and the month after, they were able to get the 100% boost or thereabouts. And then that's been following them ever since, basically. Now, what we did for ClickShip is twofold. So we did two main optimizations, you could say. First thing was their Google My Business, and then secondly, their website. Now, because they have kiosks, they basically have a bunch of Google My Business profiles. They have around 52, I believe. And so since they have 52, they're spread out pretty much all over Montreal and all over Toronto and even some in the West Coast. And what they do and what they needed basically is all of them to be optimized. And what did that do? Well, that increased the likelihood that people saw it on Google Maps, so it made them rank higher on Google Maps, and also increased the likelihood that if people saw the listing, they were going to click and purchase from them, so basically contact them. And so what we did is, some of the profiles, and I have all this information blurred out by the way, but some of the profiles were temporarily closed or they weren't claimed or so on and so forth. And so we're able to claim all these, we're able to recapture access to all of them or most of them. Let's say 95% of them, 99% of them, and we're able to change them up, have better images, have more information about the products, have more information in the description. We do some Google posts, link to all the profiles that they had, and so on and so forth to make the listing more engaging. That led to them having increases in conversions. Difficult to say how much of the boost to visitors to site was caused by that or by the SEO strategies that we were able to implement. But in any case, they kind of just all mix into a big bundle. And so it's difficult to say exactly how much, but the more you do, the more you tend to get those results. Now, in terms of the website optimizations, we're able to go from I believe it was a 3-page website or even just a 1-page website to a 200+ page website. And the reason we're able to do this, and this is something we did as well for Elko Roofing. So if you ever check that case study there, you can check that as well. But basically, if you can imagine your website on Google as being let's say your homepage on your website is going to rank for certain keywords. So in this case, it might be logistics Montreal or shipping Montreal or so on and so forth. And there's a limited amount of keywords you can rank for because you have a limited amount of words on your page, you have a limited amount of places you could place keywords. And so Google could only rank you for certain keywords for this homepage. So if you only have one page on your website, you're limited to, let's say, 10 possible search term results. Now, if you have a 200-page website, you have the potentiality of ranking for all of those keywords. So there's more in depth to it, but the gist of it's going to be that. And so having a 200-page website allowed ClickShip to have a page dedicated to every single Google My Business profile they had. So that allowed them to increase the preciseness of these pages and so on. They were able to have a page dedicated to every service they offer, to every location they serve, and so on and so forth. And that allowed them to basically rank for a bunch of keywords at a bunch of places. That really led to a significant increase in terms of visitors to the site. Now, in terms of the design, we also optimize the design to increase conversion rates. We talk about this in our other videos and more in depth within our training. So if ever you check this out, you could go on a YouTube channel. I believe if you're on the website checking this case study out, you could just go to my profile within the, just on my profile, you just click on my profile. If you're on your YouTube channel, you just check maybe our playlist, or if it's not yet on the playlist, just check on my profile. There's a bunch of other videos about this, basically optimizing every single aspect of your service business. And in terms of your website, you have the three main pillars: your website structure, your website design, and your website speed. Optimizing all three is potentially going to lead you to the most conversions you could get, so the highest conversion rate possible. So for ClickShip, we're able to do that. And in terms of the design, if I look at the branding, we kept the branding the same, but we're able to modernize it, make it a little bit more aesthetic, and also increase, again, the likelihood of conversions by all these little tactics and so on. In terms of the structure, we structured in a way where the information was presented in a more clear and concise way, leading again to increases in conversions. You could see here it's a pretty outdated website. Now it's very modern, but that aside, the information now is structured in a way where the best information is at the top, second best is second, third best is third, and so on and so forth. So somebody's experiencing the website, somebody goes on the website, now they have all the information they want as fast as possible. That's basically what you want to do when you're optimizing for a website. So that being said, that's what led them to the results. We didn't do much after that for that. Internally, they did some other stuff. They were growing the business, which is another reason why we can't claim all these results. But we did see a sharp increase as soon as we were able to implement these tricks within their business. So in terms of, in depth, I could check it out here. Front-end SEO, we're able to optimize the title tags, meta description, H1, H2 headers, and so on. Back-end SEO, 404 pages, redirects, SSL certificates, uploading the sitemap, and so on. Website design, like mentioned, website structure, site speed, optimizing all these to get the highest conversion rate. And then we also did some extra, which was create a profile of all the businesses on all the other directories, all the other review sites, all the maps, basically creating a profile for all these businesses on all the maps. Socials, we were able to create the profiles on social, and they were able to do content. I believe it's either they did on all four, or maybe just not LinkedIn, so I'm not too sure about that. But in any case, automatic content for basically the year we're able to post for them. Nothing special, nothing in terms of content that was too extravagant. It was just an idea to have content there, so that if somebody ever searches them up, they can actually see that they're alive and their business is active. Basically just a way to say to people that we're alive, our business is rolling, and you should contact us, basically said. So that's pretty much it for the results of ClickShip. I'm going to do videos about all the other case studies as well, so if you're curious about that, go to the YouTube channel. Now, in terms of how you could implement these within your business, well, you could access this bundle or even all the other videos that I share this information in and basically do this for yourself. Or you can hire us out, Vizions Digital. We're an agency that basically covers all these aspects here of your service business to try to get you either more leads. So if you're lacking in leads, we can get you more leads. If you're lacking in terms of your conversion rates, you're not converting enough of those leads into contacts, we can help you there. If you're not getting those contacts into actual clients, so your close rate, your show rate is lacking, we can help you there. And in terms of your AOV and all that type of stuff as well. So depending on where you are into your local service business journey, maybe you're starting out, we have some offers for you. We're less likely to work with starting off businesses because these are more going to be optimizations. So to optimize, we need to have a base foundation. But we do prefer to work if ever you're a business that's doing over $4 million of revenue per year. We'd like to work with you and hopefully see if we can't improve any aspects of your funnel. Because obviously, if we're to be able to improve, the visitors to site and able to increase by just 10%, increase your conversion rate by 10%, that can have a significant increase into your bottom line. So if you're interested in that, book a call below. You could check on the description. We have a link to our website. If you're on the website, you could just book a call there. And on the call, we're able to assess your business and see the types of issues it might have or the leaks that it might have in its funnel. And so we're able to patch those up and potentially get you more revenue and more profit like we have for our clients in the past. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next one. Bye-bye.